The Foreign Secretary Liz Truss likes to model herself as a 21st-century Margaret Thatcher. Mrs. Thatcher won the heart of her party and the country by famously standing up to the EU, defying their unreasonable budget demands in the 1980s. She secured billions of pounds of rebates for the UK taxpayer because she refused to be intimidated, bullied or coerced by EU leaders who insisted that the UK had a legal obligation to fill EU coffers with UK taxpayers' money. Acting as a true leader who spoke the language of the ordinary people of the UK and was not constrained by the diplomatic doublespeak of the civil service establishment, she threatened to use her handbag on the intransigent EU politicians, and she succeeded. As she enters a period of intense negotiations with Maroš Šefčovič, Liz Truss should learn from the leader she appears to want to emulate. So far she has talked tough, but there are already worrying signs that the diplomatic caution of the Foreign Office, and the insistence of the EU that the Northern Ireland Protocol is sacrosanct, is limiting her ambition in these negotiations. The Foreign Secretary is reported to have told the EU Vice President that she believes a deal can be done to further limit the number of customs checks between Great Britain and Northern Ireland. If this is the extent of her negotiating objectives, then she will not even have scratched the surface of the damage which the NI Protocol is doing to the integrity of the UK, the sovereignty of the UK Parliament in its own country, the undermining of the constitutional position of NI as part of the UK, the damage to the peace process in NI and the institutions which underpin it, and the economic damage which is being done to the NI economy. The checks on trade at NI ports represent costly restrictions on trade within our own country, making a mockery of any claim that we have a free internal market within the UK. Even more damning is the fact that these checks only occur because the rule of the UK Parliament over the NI has been handed over to the EU, and it is EU law that applies in NI instead of UK law. Whilst the government keeps up the pretense that NI is still fully a part of the UK, the sad fact is that when it agreed the NI Protocol, the government reduced NI to an annex of the EU. All without seeking the consent of the people of NI, so removing a central pillar of the Good Friday Agreement, namely that there would be no change in the status of NI without the agreement of the people in NI. The result is that the political institutions which were set up to give assurances to both Unionists and Nationalists are no longer operating as intended and will collapse because of the bad faith of both the EU and the UK government. Urgent decisions are required if this collapse is to be avoided. Brexit was all about taking back control from the EU. The Foreign Secretary must insist that the only outcome she will accept from these talks is an end to EU laws being applied in NI, so excluding any role for the ECJ in ensuring they are adhered to. That will restore the sovereignty of Parliament over our whole country and will remove the need for trade checks. For those small number of NI traders who sell into the EU market, the mutual enforcement of EU laws can protect the EU single market and the good relations with the EU which the government wishes as we face the threats from Russia, can be restored. There is no harm in Liz Truss having pleasant dinners with Maroš Šefčovič, but she should keep the handbag under the table ready for use.